As the sun shines on all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another hair tutorial, and I'm going to be installing my first wig since I've combed out my locks. So the wig that I'm going to be installing is almost 3 years old. I got this wig early on in my lock journey, and I've only worn it a handful of times, so it's still in excellent condition. I don't know all the details for sure, but I believe this was a 24-inch wig. It's a 5x5 lace closure, and it is from Wiggins Hair. So this is going to be a glueless install, so I'm going to begin by just putting a wig cap over my head. My hair is already braided back into 6 braids, and I also left out my hairline. Because this is a 5x5 lace closure, I am going to be incorporating like my natural baby hairs. And then I also adjusted the straps in the back just for a more snug fit. And then I'm gonna slide the wig on my head and just adjust it to how I want it to sit. And I decided to go with a middle part just because it was already kind of pre-parted from the last time I wore this wig. So I just roll with it. Next, I'm going to go in with some setting mousse, and I'm using the ORS brand, and I'm just going to start molding my closure down. So I've only worn this wig with locks, and I felt like it was sitting funny on my head just because when you do a wig over locks, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to get a super flat base, and a braid down with locks is just a lot different from a braid down with the loose hair. So I kind of had to just remold the closure to my head, you know, with my loose hair braided down and not with my locks braided down. So yeah, I'm just going in and parting the closure and putting some mousse in the parts, and then I'm going in with a comb to smooth it down and just molding the closure to fit my head again. And now I'm going in with my blow dryer brush, and this is just going to dry the hair as well as set it into place. So I already did some light styling when I first got this wig, but it definitely needed some revamping. You can kind of see some layers in it, but I wanted even more layers. I really wanted that like Kash doll, super layered, super voluminous type of look. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So the wig is already cut to frame my face, but I wanted more of a curtain bang. So I'm going in and sectioning off 2 pieces in the front of that closure, and I'm going to create a curtain bang. So now I'm just trying to decide how short I want to go. I decided to start like around my mouth area, and after I curl it, if I needed to cut it more, then I would go from there. But yeah, now I'm going in with a razor, and I'm just cutting down in a diagonal motion, and I'm cutting away from my face, and this is going to kind of give it a little bit of a fringe so it's not super blunt. And yeah, I'm just going little by little until I get it to my desired length. Now I'm just going to let the rest of my hair down, and I'm going to go back in with my razor, and I'm going to blend that curtain bang in with the rest of my layers in the front just so that it is seamless, and once we curl it, everything kind of flows together and it doesn't look super choppy. Now I'm going to move on to my bottom layer, so I'm going to section that off and pin the rest of the hair out of the way. Again, this wig started off, I want to say, at like 24 inches, but I wanted to cut it a little shorter. I feel like when you give it a nice blunt cut, it looks fuller, and again, it gives it that body. So I'm going to take off a couple of inches from the bottom, and I'm using scissors to cut straight across and to do a blunt cut, and I do it on both sides. Sorry, I was out of frame a little bit, but this is how it looks. And now I'm moving on to my next layer. I'm going to section off a few more rows of hair. And for this next layer, I am going to pull the hair up, and then I'm going to comb it forward. And then I'm going to do another blunt cut straight across and take off a couple of inches. And then I let the hair down, and I'm going to go back in with my razor, and I'm just going to make sure that that new layer blends in with the bottom layer. And then I'm just going to repeat that same process. So I'm going to section off a new layer, clip the hair out of the way. Then I'm going to pull the hair up and comb it forward and do a blunt cut. After I let the hair down, I go in with my razor, and I'm just going to make sure that the new layer and the layer before it blend together. And I just repeat the same process until I get to the top of my head. And once I feel satisfied with the cut, I'm going to move on to styling. So now I'm going in with this Edge Booster Slick Stick from Style Factor, and I'm just going to use this to flatten out my part. So I apply the slick stick, and then I go in with my hot comb to flatten it out. And for my little curtain bang pieces, I'm actually going to hot comb those pieces forward, and this is so when I curl them, they'll actually kind of fall in front of my face and give me that curtain look. And now I'm just going to throw in some big loose curls. I believe that this curling iron is like it's 1.5 to 2 inches. I've had this one for a while. I don't remember the exact measurements, but it is like 1.5 to a 2-inch barrel. And yeah, just throwing in some loose curls, nothing like super perfect or anything like that. I'm really kind of going for body with this look, not necessarily like a perfect curl. And when I curl my hair, I prefer to curl away from my face. And then for my shortest layer, my curtain bangs, I like to comb those pieces up and then back, and I'm also going to spray it with some hold-in spray, and this is going to give you again that like curtain look to where it kind of falls and feathers off your face. And again, this is a glueless install, so I'm going to go in with this lace jelly from Bold Hold, and I use this to blend in the baby hairs on the closure with my natural baby hairs, and I just try to mimic my natural hairline as much as possible. And then I'm going to go in with a wide tooth comb, and I'm just going to lightly comb out those curls, and you can see all the body it created. You can really see the layers, and you can see like my little curtain bang and how it falls and frames my face. I feel like I could have took them a little shorter, so I may eventually go a little shorter. I'll also use this time to clean up any layers that need to be cleaned up, but so far, yeah, I think the curls, the bangs, and everything came out good. I will say I had to adjust. Again, being locked for 3 years, going back to wigs, it was an adjustment when I first put it on, and I had to play with it a lot until I kind of found a look that I really liked. But I think overall it came out good, again, for me not wearing a wig in so long. The knots on this closure were already bleached from when I first installed it, but I am just going over my part a little bit with some face powder just to blend it in, make it look a little more natural. And then once the curls kind of drop, it has like a little messy, effortless look to it. And I thought that this was really cute, but honestly, I wasn't feeling the middle part that much. Like, it looked cute, but the next day I switched to a side part and I was feeling the side part a lot better. I think I'm just a side part girl. So yeah, this is how it came out. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social media platforms, and I will see you beautiful people in my next video. Bye.